Hey girlies, welcome back to my channel. As you guys can tell by the title, today we are going to do a girl chat. Not a get ready with me, I was just about to say that, but a girl chat journal with me. So I actually have my journal here, which it is a huge journal, but I write a lot, so yeah. But we are going to do a little bit of journaling, and I'm going to talk to you guys before I start journaling about my self-love journey and how it's been going so far and some of the things that have been helping me. I've been on a self-love journey for about almost 2 years now, and I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Being on a self-love journey and just getting to know yourself, like you're relearning yourself all over again, almost like a newborn baby learning how to walk. That's literally how I could compare a self-love journey. So it's not easy, I'm not gonna lie. Like I still have my moments of tears, crying. I feel alone all the time. I think battling loneliness is probably one of the things you will learn on this journey, because you'll realize on your self-love journey you're not gonna go in with the people that you came in with. I don't even talk to probably 90% of the people that I used to talk to. Literally. I don't even talk. I don't have the same friends anymore. I don't, date the same kind of men anymore. My self-love journey has really woken me up, like literally. I feel like the loneliness is the hardest part. It's not even more so the relearning to love yourself, but like because that is hard, but the loneliness is probably the hardest battle that I've had to fight so far. I made a decision to go on a self-love journey for several reasons, but one, having a baby girl just really woke me up. Like I keep saying that, but I'm serious, y'all. Like having a daughter, like when you sit and think like, how would you want your daughter to be able to handle heartbreaks and traumas? You need to be that support, in her life that you may not have had. So for me, it was just like, I really want my daughter to know some of the things that I didn't know when I was growing up and being, just a little bit younger and dating, guys that I shouldn't have been dating and stuff like that. I just want her to be more wiser than what I was. So I would say the loneliness is one thing that I've learned. And some of the habits that I picked up, you guys, by the way, this chit chat is going to be all over the place, but that's the point of the chit chat. Okay. This is not planned. I don't got nothing written down for what I have to say, but some of the things of the habits that I've picked up obviously would be journaling. Y'all know, if you follow me on social media, you know that my pages, well, my first page, my journaling page, Brown Girl Feels, that is based off of journaling. It was based off of a habit that I picked up on my self-love journey. So by the way, on your self-love journey, you will learn so many things about yourself that you never really paid attention to. Like for instance, growing up in middle school, elementary, whatever, I've always liked reading and writing. But I've never built a habit out of it. I've never built a hobby, you know what I'm saying? So when I, started getting into journaling, I'm like, wow, I mean, if you think about it, I've always loved writing. But sometimes when you're around toxic people, toxic things, you kind of forget, some of the things that you like to do. I was completely lost. 2018, 2019, I was completely lost, you guys. Like, I didn't even know who I was. And that was scary. And that's what told me I need to go on this journey. Like, I need to relearn myself because, yeah, this is not okay. So, yeah, so journaling is one of the habits I picked up. Also, nature, you guys. Nature is so amazing. Honestly, it's just so amazing. Like, one of my favorite flowers, by the way, is a sunflower. And just going in nature has really given me such a calm feeling. Like, if I ever feel myself, feeling overwhelmed, or if I feel myself kind of backtracking off of my journey, I just go into nature. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm serious. I go into nature. It's amazing. Like, just being, in warmth, like, I think that it helps me regroup in my mind. So nature is a habit that I've picked up, like going in nature, going on walks, going on bike rides, like just anything in nature, taking pictures of nature, just being in nature really helps me. Another habit that I've picked up is honestly, I don't know if this is a habit or a hobby or whatever, but it's learning to love being alone. I love being alone. I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning when you're coming from a space where you're always used to having people, it does get a little bit tough when you just, it's like a cutoff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like immediately everything that you used to have access to, you don't have access to anymore. So, you know, I can't just pick up the phone and call somebody because I didn't have nobody to talk to. And yes, I have my friends and my family, but you know, it's different, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just different. Like me and my friends, we all have kids, or you know, we're in relationships, married. We, you know, we can't talk every day all day. So pretty much my time is spent alone. So when you're forced, you never really learn how to be alone until you're forced to be alone. Okay? Like until you're literally in a situation where you have no other choice. You have to learn how to love being alone. I'm not joking. I had to learn to love being alone. So that's when I started picking up the habits of journaling and reading. Music, I've always loved music, but I have a different appreciation for it now because it's dear to my heart. But music, like I said, going outside, just a lot of things, self-care, doing my hair, doing my makeup, just taking care of myself, doing my nails, doing my feet. Those are the type of things that I love to do when I'm alone. Drinking a glass of wine, just enjoying my own company. You know, like I used to fear being alone and having to enjoy my own company. Like it was the scariest thing in the world. But y'all, I love it so much. So yeah, learning to enjoy my company is another thing that I've learned. And just last but not least is my wellness. I have completely changed how I take care of myself. You know, I feel like some of us, or most of us, we don't really grow up with that knowledge of wellness and how to really take care of ourselves. You know, what to eat, what not to eat. You know, we just kind of go off of, you know, what our parents may have taught us or our grandparents may have taught us. But I've learned just through this alone time, I've done a lot of research on my wellness. So I've incorporated so many things into my diet, like sea moss. I take pomegranate, papaya, elderberry. Like I take so many things. And if you guys want to see a video on my supplements, let me know in the comments. I didn't know if you guys wanted to see them or not, so I didn't bring them over here to show you. But yeah, so even to drinking water, you know, like it's just everything has pretty much changed. Like I've been taking care of myself a lot more, taking care of my skin, taking care of my body, getting exercise, meditating, praying. I'm in my word a lot more, reading my Bible. So I have a lot of spiritual things that feed me daily, you know, my wellness. I do feel like your diet plays a role into how you feel on a daily basis. So eating well and just, you know, taking care of myself. I've really learned how to take care of myself on this journey. So I think that's all I have to say. I didn't really want to get into too much detail because it's really not any detail. I love myself, and it's not even on a conceited type of measure. No, I literally love myself to death, and I've learned to never settle for less. I'd rather be single and be happy than be in a relationship and be miserable. So I really do feel like I love where I am right now. Like I love where I am. And of course, you know, when that time comes, you know, when God blesses me with my soulmate, my man, whatever, you know, I'm gonna be grateful. But until then, I am so happy where I am. You know, a lot of people think that your best revenge is getting into relationships and being with other people. No, I really don't think that's your best revenge. Your best revenge is getting yourself together. Taking time to get, you know, your self-care together, your self-love, your body, your wellness, just taking care of yourself. I feel like that is your best revenge, because you would be surprised at how many people are really living miserably, and you think that they're living so great over there, but they're really not, you know. But meanwhile, you're over here getting yourself together, getting your wellness together and everything. So I'm just saying, you know, keep in mind that just because everything glitter ain't gold, okay? So your best revenge is getting yourself together, learning to love yourself, taking those baby steps to get back into feeling like you again. So don't ever feel like you have to hop into another relationship or you need to be with somebody to get over the other person. All you're doing is carrying that trauma with you in every single relationship, and then you're gonna find yourself one day in a position where you have to heal from all that past trauma. So I told myself I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I love being alone. I love the time I'm taking to myself. I'm learning so much. So that's probably the best advice that I could probably give you guys. So yeah. All right, guys, so I'm gonna try to be in frame as best as I can while I'm doing this, but I would really love if you guys, you know, join with me. I really love journaling, honestly, like not even just on my self-love journey, but just in general. Like it just helps me clear my mind. It helps me start a new day, end the day. If I'm feeling stressed, I just write it down, literally. So one of the things that I tell myself, don't overthink it. Just write whatever comes to mind, literally. Don't overthink the words. I'm telling you, some of my sentences don't even make sense. I'm not even gonna lie. If I reread certain things, I'm like, what the heck was I talking about? So that's just how I journal. I never overthink it. I just do it. So yeah, so I'm going to first off date the page, because honestly I love, and by the way, my journal's right here, you guys probably can't see it, but I date the page because I love to be able to like look back at the things that I used to journal about and just, you know, seeing how I've healed over time and, you know, stuff like that. So what's today's date? I never know the date. Okay, so it's March 28th. March 28th. 2021, and the time is 5:44 p.m. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm literally going to set a timer. And normally you never want to journal. In my opinion, for me, it never works out that way. If I set too long of a timer, I feel like that like makes me start to like just sit here like this, like just be like, okay, like what am I gonna write about next? I just set a 5-minute timer, and if I feel like I need to write more, I'll just set another 5-minute timer. So yeah, but normally I really only journal for 5 minutes at a time, and I normally journal a couple times a day, like normally morning and night. So with that being said, what I'm gonna journal about today, just from what I'm feeling in my mind, I'm thinking about growth, like how much I've grown since beginning this self-love journey, like actually sitting here like, wow, like, you know, I used to be so sad every day, so lonely. So I just in my mind, I'm thinking about the growth. And by the way, this is how I get my content for Brown Girl Feels, which is my second Instagram page. If you guys are following, I love you guys so much. But that's my journaling page, just kind of like my feels. Like I write about my feels. So growth is one of the things that I'm thinking about right now, and just how far I've come. So I'm just gonna say, you know, how much have I grown? What are some areas in my life that I've grown? So that's kind of what I'm gonna write about. What are some areas that I've grown in my life so far in the past 2 years that I've been on this self-love journey? So let me go ahead and start the timer, and we're gonna go for it, okay? All right, y'all, I was trying to show y'all the timer, but yeah, whatever. But the timer did go off, and so far this is what I have. I'm not gonna focus too much on it, but so far this is what I have. So honestly, my journaling every day, it changes. I mean, sometimes I'll go through my morning pages, so I'll do like 3 pages of just free writing of anything that comes to mind, literally. And I normally try to do that in the morning, which if you guys want to see that, I can do that too, of how I do my morning pages. I don't do like the little stickers and stuff like that like everybody does. They're very beautiful, but I just feel like it's kind of gets in the way. So I don't use stickers and, you know, all that stuff. I don't know, I rather just be plain writing. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed that writing with me, because that was actually very therapeutic. I don't know why, but I feel like you all are my best friends, and even though I only have a couple of you that are subscribed to my channel, I am manifesting that God will, you know, turn it around, and he'll bless me with thousands of sisters, internet sisters. So yeah, I really enjoyed that, and I am actually going to save this page because I will write later. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say, you guys. I really hope y'all enjoyed this girl chat. I would love to do more if you want me to. Honestly, just let me know regardless what you guys want to see in the comments below. Make sure you're liking, you're subscribing, you're doing all of those fun things. Y'all need to click that red button because that red button is very, very important. Okay, so click the red button and subscribe. Tell your friends to tell a friend so we can all grow this sisterhood. And yeah, I will see you all in my next video. Bye.